Hello, my name is Millie and this is Ben, and we'd like to invite you to a programme that we're running on conflict transformation, a systemic approach to conflict transformation, and it's an online course over 5 weeks.
Yeah, one session a week of 3 hours, in which we are inviting participants to examine their relationship to conflict and to kind of build the resilience of facing into conflict as opposed to running away from it. And so just from my perspective, what's really important is to think of this as a resourcing exercise. It's 5 weeks of resourcing leaders and coaches and anybody else who feels that they want to engage with this a very rich subject matter to resource themselves to be able to work with conflict as opposed to run away from it.
Yes, and it's recognising that being able to work with conflict is a real core leadership competency that often we miss in leadership courses. It's, you know, how do we create spaces that are safe enough as leaders so real things can be talked about, you know, the things that are difficult, that things can be brought out into the open, because often we find that the conflict itself, when seen, can be transformed and is often actually trying to say something about the system that really needs to be heard, that may be being ignored, and we ignore at our own peril. And this is what so often happens. You know, conflict gets buried and not noticed, not focused on, not faced.
And so, yeah, I mean, so the combination between it being a core leadership, it being a resource, so that we can start recognizing that conflict is also an opportunity for some new flow, from something new to emerge. And that takes some process. And I know for some people that might feel a bit like counterintuitive or scary. And yeah, that word does raise fear and stuff like that. But our task during these 5 weekly sessions is to resource that sense of fear and bring it into being a courageous leader, really. So, thank you.
Please come.
Please come. It's a conflict, but it made us much stronger, didn't it?